Now, what if they said to you, David, we like you. We think we can sell your home. However, it's the price that we have an issue with. I know we agreed to this number, but we really feel like our house is worth more. That's another pushback that we're going to get from sellers. And so one of the things that we need to learn to say, and if you guys have something to write this down or listen back to the call later, we want to say specifically, what makes you think your house is worth blank, whatever number they give you? And then shut up and let them talk. We want to know specifically what makes them think a house that we're telling them is worth $500,000, why they think it's worth $550,000. And a lot of times when they start trying to articulate why they think it's worth that much more, they start to realize it's more an emotional thing for them versus what the numbers are saying. And so we just have to be quiet and give them an opportunity to answer that question. Now, once they answer it, if they're being a little unreasonable, then our next question would be, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, have you ever bought a stock before? Here's how the script goes. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, have you ever bought stock before? And they're going to say yes. Or do you know someone who's bought stock before? And they're going to say yes. If you bought Disney at $100 a share 2 years ago, and you have to sell that stock today, and it's currently trading at $50, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, how much can you sell that stock for today? And they're going to say $50. And you're going to say exactly. I don't make the market, I just interpret the market, and the market is telling us that your home is worth blank, and that's what we can sell it for. The house market is just like the stock market. And we have that dialogue with them that get them to understand why we're pricing the property the way we're pricing it. Sometimes that still doesn't work, and so then we have to sit back down and go through the comps and really show them where we came up with the number to price their home. And then we have to take it to motivation if they're still pushing back on us about price. We need to start questioning their motivation and explaining how coming out on the market at the wrong price is going to cause them just to sit on the market day after day after day and not sell. And my question to the seller and my question to you guys would be, when a house is on the market day after day after day and it's not selling, what are buyers starting to think about that house?
That it was overpriced.
Yeah, and
Something wrong with the house?
Something's wrong with the house.
There's something wrong with it. Nobody wants to buy it.
Yes, and see, the way you guys just answered that question for me, that's the question you have to pose to the seller. Mr. Seller, if I list your house at that number you want, and it's sitting on the market day after day after day, what do you think buyers are going to start thinking about your home? And you have to have the seller tell you exactly what you guys said, that it's overpriced, that something's wrong with the property. Exactly, Mr. Seller. And if they have that impression of your home, do you think they're going to offer you fair market value, or do you think they're going to come in and offer you lower? And be quiet and let the seller tell you they probably will try to get a deal. Exactly. So that's why we need to go on the market at the right price so that we can get your home sold and get you moved to North Carolina so that you can be there to take care of your mother or whatever their reason for selling is.